Hello and welcome to a very special edition of It's Just Me, hosted by Brent Fox. Um, I actually just wanted to respond to a very powerful video that was done by Stormy B Man on Thursday. He did a live um, as a call to arms for Black Americans to stand and unite against racism in boxing. The challenge from me has already been accepted. I did a video on the new face of um, racism in boxing. Please check that out on, of course, It's Just Me, hosted by Brent Fox. Um, what I would probably, what I want to make sure that I mention, not probably, what I want to make sure that I actually address is this. Um, for those Black people that actually make a living putting others down that just so happen to be Black, um, unfortunately, there's going to come a point in time where it's going to be your turn. Carlos Miller, shout out to Carlos Miller, who is a phenomenal comedian, by the way. Y'all check out the 85 South Show. Y'all check out his content on YouTube. Carlos is spelled with a K. Um, and it's spelled I'm saying Karlous, and then Miller, which is spelled Miller. Now, he made a joke about racism, and he was basically stating that, hey, racism is funny until it's your turn. So, again, your turn is probably going to come sooner than later for those that like to actually put Black fighters down, for those that actually target those Black fighters who actually have fathers in their lives, or strong male role models in their lives that won't stand for BS, basically, or shuck and jive, if you will, just to make sure that they make a buck. Uh, I think that men of principle, unfortunately, um, is starting to become a rarity, and that's a shame. Okay, that is really a shame, especially now in this political climate. Um, you definitely have to actually be able to stand firm on something, and just trying to go along and get along, that's eventually going to cost you. Um, and to be quite honest with you, and I know I should not be bearing my soul on the internet, which I'll hold back on, but I do want to mention this. There have been times where, yes, even I had to try to compromise myself early in life just to make sure that I maintained a job, things of that nature. But that was back in the early 2000s, where it was easier to pretty much blackball someone and prevent them from other opportunities for employment or career advancement. With the social media explosion, you have several platforms to where you can express yourself to kind of be able to tell your side of the story and that not be as likely to happen. It can still definitely happen though. But it's less likely to happen when you have social platforms where you can express your truth. Um, Having said that, I, again, it's important for us to love each other, especially now. And I know that there are some people that don't get it. And I understand that there are going to be several people that don't take this video seriously because I'm just a regular guy shooting in a room at his house. And, you know, who, who's going to take that serious? But I'm a big believer in energy. So I think that if you feel the energy that I'm trying to convey here, which is very important, then you'll know how important this is to me and how important it is and how important it should be to you. It is very difficult. Life is very difficult. Um, and we need to make sure that we are united on some sort of front. um, or we're not going to make it. I'm going to be honest. Um, there have been several cliches, and I'll use one. We either fight together or we wind up getting killed separately or wind up getting slaughtered separately. It's imperative now, um, that we unite. We not stand for being disrespected constantly, um, and that we we with our with our financial buying power, because we're still like a large consumer market, Black Americans. We're still a large consumer market, and if we utilize that power properly, we can definitely change things. But we just have to be able to at least come together and unite on something. When is when is it going to be enough? Honestly, when is it going to be enough as far as being disrespected? Um, when is it going to be enough for us to not tolerate people making racial statements, and then we having to like, oh well, maybe they didn't mean it that way, or oh, they're not racist, I know them, or whatever the case may be. Unfortunately, when you're under the influence of something and you say or do something completely outlandish, um, they call alcohol a spirit for a reason. So whatever that spirit is comes out when you're intoxicated. It has to be in you in order for that to actually come out. So, you know, I don't believe for a second that, oh no, that wasn't me. No, that was you. Okay. You just didn't do a good job of repressing that part of you. And the same goes for me. I mean, there are some things that I've done that I'm not exactly proud of, but at the same time, I do have integrity enough to actually stand for something. Um, and it's just, to me, I just don't think, that I could live with myself if I had to compromise myself each and every time to try to appease someone else who in the end probably doesn't really respect me at all anyway. I just want y'all to think about that. Um, you're trying to please someone that ultimately um, doesn't care about you, that will move on to the next thing as soon as it's available. And then where does that leave you? Where does it leave you? So, again, from Stormy B Man, thank you so much for the powerful episode. Thank you so much for the excellent content that you provide each and every time. And again, please check out Stormy B Man's channel. And I stand with you, Stormy B. I stand with you, sir. This is Brent Fox from It's Just Me.